Slack on Sports, ESPN Wilmington. I'm Randy Slack. During this entire commercial break, I've been talking to our next guest off air. Mike Vaccaro couldn't come on the show today. He's out in his palatial estate in Cancun or Cabo, or I'm not sure where Mike is. But he asked me, he said, Teal Suit Guy wants to come in. And it's so funny. I've seen Teal Suit Guy. I've heard about Teal Suit Guy. We all know Teal Suit Guy. And then he came in here and I go, buddy, I'm not sure exactly what your real name is, but I'm just going to refer to you as the man, the myth, the legend, Teal Suit Guy. Teal Suit Guy, how are you?
Good, Randy. Thanks for having me on. Real name's Caden.
Okay,
so,
I figured I would let you. Like I have a guy, Carolina Dad. He covers the Panthers. We only call him Carolina Dad. If you wanted to just be TSG, we would just call you TSG. But
hey, TSG works. But funny enough, we had CBS coming to town in January. Talk with them and their broadcasters for the game. They asked me my name because everyone just refers to me as Teal Suit Guy. I'm like, oh, my name's Caden. They're like, hey, we'll give you a shout out in there. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm going to get a shout out on national TV. And then come to find out they called me Caleb on national television. So now people will be like, hey, Caleb, what's up? I'm like, ooh, not my name. But, hey, you know what? Thanks for paying attention.
Oh, that's awesome. When I mentioned when I saw that the college basketball, the video game was going to come out, and they wanted to have realistic, they want to have all the stuff for different touches at stadiums. I feel like as much as like the big flag at Trask, I think they need to put you in the game. I think you're as important in that game as anybody else at Trask Coliseum.
Exactly. Yeah, EA, you don't even need to pay me. Like, if you don't put the Teal Suit in the game, like, that's good enough for me.
Now, Teal Suit Guy, obviously, you come out here, you got your hype suit on, your bright suit. Clearly a little bit of an influence from the Savannah Bananas. What kind of inspired, what was it about the Bananas that you were kind of like, how can I kind of take this and kind of make it mine?
So, funny enough, the suit has nothing to do with the Bananas whatsoever. So this was a impulse buy back in college. So this was my junior year coming out of COVID. So me and my buddies were sycophants when it came to Seahawks basketball. We started the Instagram account Teal Nation, the student section account there. So we were running that at the time, and we were so excited to finally come back to the stadium and see games in person. So we were devising plans of how could we be even crazier in the student section. So we were talking about costumes or whatnot. It just came to me all of a sudden, what if I bought a teal suit?
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, okay, Lang, sure, that's going to happen. And then, of course, soon enough, 2 hours later, I'm on Amazon, like, oh, okay, this one's only $50. Like, that's not too bad. And for a broke college kid, it was like a paycheck for me. But I was like, hey, do you know what? It would be funny. So then that's how the teal suit came to be, was just an impulse buy in college. Gotcha.
And now, look, a lot of people, I think, would take Coach Siddle coming in to really turning this program around, but it should be mentioned. I mean, the Seahawk men's basketball program really turned around post-COVID, when Coach Siddle did come in, but kind of also when you bought the teal suit. Is the teal suit really what brings the powers to Trask Coliseum?
Hey, it might be the lucky charm, because we did go on a win streak that season.
There you go.
Won 10 games in a row that year. Was it 10 or 11? Might have been 11. Yeah, it was 11 that year. That ended up breaking the school record for most consecutive wins. So the teal suit made a debut during that time. So it could be. But no, Coach Sill does a phenomenal job here in Wilmington. I'm not going to take any credit whatsoever. Him and his entire staff, the players that they've recruited in, he is a phenomenal coach. I'm so excited that we got him back for this year and the years to come. And we have exciting things brewing in Trask Coliseum this year. We have a brand new light system that we actually just announced today. So we're really excited to use that tool in our belt for this upcoming season for the fan experience part of the whole game around it, because Seahawks basketball is fun, but from our perspective as well, we truly think we're the best show in the 910. So even when the ball is not in play, we want to entertain the fans there. So we do draw inspiration from the Bananas in that regard of how crazy and wacky can we get to entertain the people there. So that's how the Speedo came to be. That's how the muscle cam came to be. So we have some crazy ideas going forward for next year, too, that we're really excited to unveil.
Now, for Teal Suit Guy, you started out, you were a student at UNCW. When did you start working with the athletic department? When did you kind of get involved in, what was like your first job there?
Yeah, so I worked as a student there. I was a mascot as well, so I was Sammy Seahawk for my entire college career, which that certainly helped me bring the countenance that I have on the court as well,
right,
without the speaking, but the way I carry myself. So once I graduated college, I graduated with a degree in computer science.
Okay.
I hated it. I knew I did not want to go to computer science whatsoever.
Did your mom and dad make you get the degree in computer science?
No, my mom is a science teacher. Shout out, Mom, if you're listening. Erica, thank you. She's a science teacher.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I want to pick a science that she can't help me out with. So I picked computer science, and I regretted that decision deeply.
But you stuck with it.
I stuck with it, yes. I never changed it.
Okay.
I stuck with it. I graduated with it. But I knew, I was like, I don't want to use this whatsoever. So I ended up taking a 1-year part-time position with the athletic department as a marketing assistant role. So the first semester I did that, just kind of normal stuff, behind-the-scenes work. But then Mike Oblinger went to my boss at the time, Rob Brickles, and said, hey, we need an on-court MC, and Rob recommended me for the job. So Rob came to my office one day and said, hey, kid, you want to take over the on-court MC role? I said, yeah, absolutely. That sounds super fun. He's like, there's one thing we need you to do. I'm like, okay, what is it? You need to wear the teal suit. Done deal. Easy enough. So I took it over in January of 2024.
Okay.
So this is going on season 2.5 of doing it, and man, it's a dream job to work for the school that I went to, the team that I'm passionate about, and being the hype guy for them, and all of our sports on campus has just been a dream job.
Yeah, you know, it's funny you mentioned that about Mike Oblinger. I was wondering what came first, the chicken or the egg, if, like, Mike came in and then they're like, hey, listen, we have this guy who is always wearing a teal suit at all times, but it sounds like, you know, it just kind of worked out perfectly for you. They needed somebody to be that on-court MC, and you already had that persona ready to go just whenever they needed to unleash it.
Exactly. So I want to thank Rob and Mike for taking a chance on a kid, a computer science kid of all things, right? It's the complete antithesis of what I do now, like public speaking for a living. But no, I love it. It's we do a great job over there at Wilmington. And season's coming right around the corner. Like, we're 98 days away from our first home game, and then soccer's coming up, too. So in a couple weeks here, on August 9th, we're doing an event called Soccer Palooza, which is a double-header event for our men's and women's soccer team. So they play back-to-back games, and we like to make this a community event. So we're going to have inflatables out there, face painting sections. We're going to have food trucks. So it's a great way to just engage the community for our first event. So bring the kids out, bring the family out. It's a great way to spend your Saturday out on the pitch. And both of our soccer programs are going to be, I think, phenomenal this year. Yeah. Aiden's done a great job recruiting. Chris Neal's done a great job recruiting. So I'm excited to see what the Soccer Hawks can do this year. Yeah, I mean, when the men's team last fall with a young team makes it all the way to the CAA championship, the women's team in the spring went unbeaten and played some ACC teams, played a lot of expectations. I guess my question for you personally, though, the suit's got to be hot outside. You know, in Trask, in the air conditioning, even with everybody jumping around in the atmosphere, it can be a little warm. It's going to be a lot warm out there. Do you have... is this your one teal suit, or do you have like an outdoor version, an indoor version? Do you have like a swimming and diving swimsuit version? Like what do you have? I have multiple, yes. Okay. So the secret's out. There's multiple teal suits. So if you see the teal suit guy, don't worry. It's not just the same old sweaty suit he's wearing around. So I do have multiple. So right now I currently have 3. Okay. So one is the one I'm wearing right now, and then I have a secondary version of it that I rotate between. The third suit is the fun one. So that one is the one I have cut off sleeves for the muscle cam, and then the tearaway pants to reveal the Speedo, which I got from the swim team. So that is their CAA championship Speedos that they gave me. So that's a lot of fun. Shout out Bobby for hooking me up with a Speedo. Bobby's the best. Oh, he's great. He's so fun. Now, when you get these tearaway pants for the Speedo cam and stuff, do you have to run this by anybody, or do you just go out there and do this, or are you like in like a meeting, like, all right, guys, we need to come up with a new cam. We're going to do Speedo cam. I'm going to rip off my pants, and I'm going to be in, like, how do those kind of meetings work? Yeah, so basically me and my boss, Mason, were brainstorming what crazy things we could do because, like I said, we're getting more banana-esque with what we want to do. Like, we want to entertain people from the second the ball stops being in play. So we had the tearaway pants, which I did because we did the muscle cam and we thought it was getting a little stale, so I revealed kind of running shorts that I had to reveal it for quote-unquote leg day.
Okay.
So one thing that's become a tradition at this point for the Charleston game is the swim team shows up in full uniform.
Yeah.
So halfway through the game, they strip down to their full-on Speedos and everything. So we thought it would be a funny idea for the muscle cam if I joined them in full uniform. So we pitched it to Michael Oblinger, and he was all about it. He was like, that's hilarious. That's great. We need to do it. So we ended up doing it. And what's funny enough is, so I'm staged in the student section with the swim team, right? And my dad is a huge movie nut, and for some of the promotions, I like to throw in a little bit of bits for pop culture, so he can get some tidbits and other people catch on to it as well. So I had this idea in my head that I was going to pull the Anchorman scene where he's like on the diving board about to do his cannonball, right? Because I need to get everyone in the stadium to look at this.
Yes.
So I'm over in the student section. I have the tearaway pants. I have the cutoff on. So I'm like, all right, Seahawk fans, it's time for the muscle cam. And then I pretend like I get like this message in the back of my ear.
Yeah.
So I'm listening. I'm like, all right, I need everyone to stop what they're doing and pay attention. I just got breaking, harrowing news. Please, everyone, stop what you're doing and listen. And I yell, cannonball, and then rip off the shorts to reveal the Speedo, and then there it is. Which it was going to go one or two ways. One, everyone's going to love it, or two, I'm having a conversation with HR the next morning.
Sure,
Thankfully, it was the former. Everyone loved it. So we'll have to bring it back at some point during the season. Yeah,
you got to keep people on their toes. You know what I mean? They can't know when you're going to bring this out, but then you just have to find ways to do it. It's so cool, though, that you're able to turn something that, just kind of happened as a student, a love for UNCW athletics, and then you made it into a dang job and turning into this marketing guy, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what else can you tell us right now about maybe what you guys have in store? Because I know Michael Oblinger, Vaquero, everybody over there, it's always trying to make that in-game experience better. You mentioned the light stuff. You guys brought that giant flag last year. Is there anything else in store you can tell us right now?
I don't think I could reveal anything yet.
Okay.
But we will soon. We have a really fun marketing plan going in this season that we're workshopping right now. If you thought last season was fun and kind of out there, just be ready, because with this new lighting system, we're going to have a bunch of new capabilities. So we're workshopping right now. Maybe we have like a Club Trask night where like during halftime we turn off like all the lights and we have the colored lights on. We're playing like hype music to get the students there. So we're workshopping a lot of things right now, but I am just so excited to get this season started. And it's coming around the corner, only 98 days, and we're going to open an exhibition game with High Point. Like, come on, that's awesome. Like, 2 March Madness teams, 2, like, cream of the crop mid-major teams, both come from the same state, both went to March Madness, played competitive games, and to open up the season in Trask against High Point, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's so fun, dude. We went to a game. I brought some guys from my church. We all went down to a game when students were out, so we were kind of sitting in the student section which is nice view over there, when the kids aren't in for the holidays. And as soon as we got done, like, they're all like, hey, we got to do this again next year. The experience of going to Trask and watching the game there is a lot of fun. It's a great basketball product, number one, which is job one, but you guys do an incredible job with all the stuff you guys do over there.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, our job is just very secondary. Like, what Coach Siddle and his staff are doing on the court is phenomenal. Like, we are one of the best mid-major programs in America. I will die on the hill. I think we are the best mid-major environment in the country.
Yeah.
You can go to Trask Coliseum and not even be a Seahawk fan and have a good time, because that's how good our fans are. They are loud. They are energetic. They're into the game. From the opening tip to the final buzzer, it's a party, and that's the way we like to treat it.
Teal Suit Guy, I got to wrap up the show here, but thank you so much for your time. And to your point, the Charleston UNCW game I went to when it was like, I think they were both on like long streaks, like 12 wins apiece. That was probably the best atmosphere of any sporting event I've ever been to. I've been to NFL playoff games, MLB playoff games, all that kind of stuff. It's an incredible atmosphere at Trask. And, buddy, you add to it. Thank you for your time today. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for sharing your story to the folks here at ESPN Wilmington.
Yeah, thank you, Randy.
That's Teal Suit Guy. I'm Slack. I'll be back on Thursday.